clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes offense takes the field. Last time these two got together, it was the Buckeyes dotting that I and getting a close one.
There are NFL dudes all over the field. It's not about the X's, the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. Which players make the big plays today determines this one.
Ohio State has had the upper hand, and Penn State really wants to break through. They want to make their statement. They want to shoot their shot and beat the Buckeyes.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down, a short return, and the defense comes out on top of the pick. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. And the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shabera. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Another incompletion on third down. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Pulls it, fired complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But He's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They're setting up the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The give out of the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on second down. He tries to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Got it! And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
Yeah, and on 3rd and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's a situation, do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football, or do I need to throw this thing?
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line. But oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. Defense in press coverage. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Catch in the middle. It's Murray. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Powers through the defender. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right.
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here comes the heat. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Looking for a huge play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half. And this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going.
He's going to fire deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
He's got the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to swing it on second down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Complete to the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Buckeyes and Nittany Lions tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're your quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Time to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
A strike downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Utah State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. The give to the single back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Running through contact. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at under...
He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
It's complete on the right side. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete to the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Looking for a big play. Snags it. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Oh, they're after it! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down will open up the final period. He might want another play. Looking to throw again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Finds a man on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise.
He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Here we go. From the gun. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. 22 From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Finds a save. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give from the gun. Fouls through the defense. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously.
He's got it down the right side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because...
Breaks into the open. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
Now, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Ohio State! At this point, the way things have gone in this one, they're probably not surprised. You make a play and they wipe it out on the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. He's looking to throw. Hubs it downfield. And he's thrown another interception. Bust through behind his pad. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of blue bloods, cornerstone programs in college football.